trying to get motivated? Do you struggle to stay motivated once you start doing something? Do sometimes you kind of get excited and you're like motivated and I can do this, and then it kind of dies off and you kind of lose that motivation? Is there something that you're trying to do that you are passionate about, that you really want to do, but just struggle with that motivation? Well, today I'm going to be talking about 8 ways to get and stay motivated. I think it's really important for us, especially when there's things around us in our environment that kind of can negate that, can kind of push against being motivated and being and moving forward with things. And so I'm going to talk about 8 ways that I believe are going to be really encouraging for you to get motivated and stay motivated, because I just think it's so important, because it's also contagious. Other people see it and they feel it. So my name is Heidi Waldoch. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I'm with Bridging Hope Counseling, which is a mental health practice in Rogers, Lino Lakes, and Buffalo, Minnesota. We do these Facebook Lives, and we are also on YouTube, so please head on over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel and click the bell to get notifications. We are also on Instagram and Twitter, so we'd love for you to check those out and also share our videos. We're really trying to get the word out to help people to just be comfortable talking about mental health. I think more people are getting on board with seeing that, okay, mental health is an issue and we do need to talk about it. But I'm trying to do it in a way that helps us to not feel shame and to not feel crappy about ourselves when I think, oh my gosh, I think I'm struggling. And it's okay. We can all struggle. There's nothing wrong with you. But we need to be okay with doing something about it. So the first one, well, first I'm going to give you a quote. This is by Tony Robbins, that if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. I think that's a really good quote. This is kind of why it's important for us to figure out ways to be motivated. So the very first one, and I could probably do a video on this whole thing, is to develop a strong sense of self. So this is loving who you are. This is believing that you are worthy. This is enjoying yourself when you're with yourself. So laughing at yourself, thinking, giggling about things that you do or didn't do. Thinking about yourself as like you're friends with yourself, and enjoy being with who you are, and just thinking, I just love who I am and I'm happy with who I am. And if I say this and you're like, oh, there's no way, I can't do this, then I would really encourage you to seek counseling, to talk to a friend about this, because this is what we need. We need more people walking around loving who they are and liking who they are. And there are things that happen to us that can impact us not believing in ourselves and not thinking that we're worthy, and it's not your fault. So if I have a family member that said something that without good and bad intentions, I start to think I'm not worthy, well, that's not what their intention is. And even if it is, that's not okay. I need to set a healthy boundary. So being able to dive in deeper with someone, I think, is important, to be able to really be able to walk and be like, I like who I am. This helps us stay motivated. Okay, so this is one thing. And then number 2 is to find something that you are passionate about, or whatever the goal is, find something passionate around it, what makes you passionate. So let's say like your goal is to lose weight. I know this is a common one. Just saying I want to lose weight, you got to have something that you're like passionate about. Like, I want to lose weight because I have an event that I'm going to in 2 months, or I'm going to be turning 40 in 2 months, so I want to lose 10 pounds by then, or 50 pounds by then. Like, find something that like is going to kind of charge you, that like leads it to, there's something that is passionate about, or that you're passionate about. So there's a pull instead of just this, oh, I have this big goal and I want to get this. So if you want to learn how to paint, or if you want to improve your mental health, what's the reason? Well, I want to write a book. I want to learn how to play the guitar. Well, I need to be able to work on my mental health to get there. So kind of what is the passion up to why it is that you want to stay motivated, and really kind of find what gets you going. So my next one, number 3, is what is your Brown has it, it's called your arena anthem. What is your anthem? And so these are songs that get you going. I know Eye of the Tiger can be a song that a lot of times people will pick that kind of gets them going. Journey, Don't Stop Believing. Like, when you kind of think about it, it just kind of gets you going, and you think, yeah, I'm not going to stop believing in myself. I got this. And it gets you going, where you can kind of feel it in your belly, and you can feel it like rising, like, oh, I believe in myself. I can do this. And this motivation like comes out of you and you want to start doing something. So find a song that's like your anthem, because I'm going to get to a different one. When we don't feel like it, we want to keep doing it. And so sometimes if we don't feel like it, we can play that song. It can kind of stir it within you. So find a song that keeps you motivated, that gets you going. I mean, for me, I have different songs for different things. So like sometimes like Metallica is something that like gets me going and like really, really motivates me. But for something else, it would be like a really peaceful Christian song that is really important to me, and then I really can get motivated by that. So I'm like all over the place with that, but identifying what you need. And then number 4 is to set goals and write them down. Okay, I think we hear this sometimes, but we don't understand the power of it, because it's literally like proclaiming, I am going to improve my mental health. I'm going to seek counseling, and I'm going to be joyful. I'm going to get rid of this depression. You know, like you're declaring it. And then number 5 is to be realistic. Let's say you have a goal to, I want to build a house. Well, I can't build a house. I can't personally. I'd have to hire somebody. You know, that's not something that what my skill set is, but I know that I can say I have a goal to build a house at some point in the future. But let's back it down, because the next one is that you want to pick at something that's like attainable and that you can do. So like let's say I want to run a marathon, but I'm not a good runner and I don't like running. Well, why are you wanting to do that? Let's instead of feeling bad about ourselves and thinking I can't do this, let's find something that is realistic. So a goal for me that I have that is a real goal right now is for me to learn how to be more effective with meal planning. I'm not very good at it, and I shouldn't even say that, but I just kind of struggle with the organization of it, and I'm kind of a last minute person. So thinking ahead of things is kind of a struggle for me. And so I have to start with like little steps, which is writing it down and kind of, and starting with what is the goal? Okay, let's start with like 2 days a week instead of 7 days a week. So just being realistic instead of kind of having this big, huge goal that you can't do and that's overwhelming. And then number 6 is you want to track the progress and cheer for yourself when you succeed even a little bit. Okay, so if it is to lose weight and you lose 5 pounds, you want to cheer and say, yay, I lost 5 pounds. Or if it's to improve your mental health and get rid of that anxiety, you can say, yay, I scheduled an appointment with a therapist, or I went to 2 appointments. Like that's progress. And then you're starting to notice, wow, I'm noticing a shift in my anxiety. It's starting to go down. Okay, so you can track it. You can see it instead of looking at all the oh, I'm still feeling anxiety. Yep, maybe your anxiety is still a 7 out of a 10, but when you went to counseling, it was 9 out of 10. So there's progress. It's moving down. So we want to track the movement. Instead of feeling so overwhelmed with what's not going well, we want to look at what is going well. Number 7 is to don't do it alone. Share it, talk to other people, and this is super, super huge. Do this with people who are not going to support you. I know sometimes I might share a goal and I'll have people look at me like, okay, oh, aren't you sweet, Heidi? Or, oh, that's a mighty, mighty goal that you have. No, I'm not going to share with people that are going to give me that response. If I am passionate and this is a goal that I have and I want to achieve it, I'm going to share it with people that I know are going to support me and say, I believe in you, you got this, I know you can do this. Those are the people that you want to share it with. And then number 8 is keep going even when you don't feel like it. I would say this is probably the most important one, and this is the key. We will most of the times lose motivation because we don't feel like it. There are so many things that we allow our feelings to take over, and so if I feel depressed or I feel hopeless, then I don't take the steps because of how I'm feeling. But so let's say I'm starting to feel down and I'm starting to feel hopeless, and I'm like, I don't really feel like doing that. Play your arena anthem, play that song, and get yourself going again so that you can rev that up. Call that friend and say, I'm struggling. I know I told you that I want to do this, but I'm like, why am I doing this now? Okay, take the steps that can kind of bring you back up and keep moving even when you don't feel like it. You want to be friends with your future self and see where it is that you are going. One more quote, that people are not lazy. I think sometimes we'll judge ourselves when we think we're lazy. No, you're not lazy. People are not lazy. We just simply don't have the right goals. that is the goals that do not inspire us. So we need goals that are inspiring. We need to be doing things and be motivated by things that inspire us and get us going. All right, that quote is by Tony Robbins. So I hope that this is encouraging, that you can step out to do something different, to shift something, that find that goal, what that is that you're wanting to do and be motivated by. I believe in you. I know that you can do this. And it starts with you seeing that you are worthy to even take the steps to be motivated for something. Sometimes just taking one little baby step is enough. Thank you for watching.